the great outdoors? Is it really a place of tranquility? Or is it just a lot of shit? Welcome to Uneducated, a brand new podcast brought to a YouTube enabled device to you by myself, Ross, and my good friend over here, Abs.
What
was that, mate? What was that? For an introduction to the listeners.
That's my first image I'm putting across.
Right, okay, we'll go for that. So, I met up with you the other day, Abs, and we went on a pretty long walk, about 2.5 hours, I believe it was.
I can still feel the pain in my legs.
Still feel the pain. That if you want your leg day done, just go for that.
Go for that. Walk up the reservoir.
Yep, muck up.
See the dogs. See people fishing. Try to avoid interaction as much as possible and just keep walking on.
It was during that time that we thought to ourselves, why do we not do more of this? Because it's actually pretty good fun. The views that we actually got that day were pretty incredible. Some of the different reservoirs that we saw, all the forestry and overlooking the whole town, it was quite incredible actually.
Yeah, the views were spectacular. It's actually worth it to go up and on a sunny day just to head up and kind of just sit back and see everything that's happening. Plus good Instagram pics from that.
Oh yeah,
Can't beat that.
Always good for the Insta, yep. And your stories, your Snapchat and all that.
That's where it's at.
Not so good on a day like this when it's all thunderstorms. Hence why we're inside recording today. We're not outdoors.
Well, outdoors would be a pain.
I felt it was brought this sort of peace and tranquility, not just sort of physically because you're out in the open, there's no one else really about, but also mentally as well, being able to sort of bounce ideas off of each other. No one's there to judge you. It's a great feeling, and having seen those views, it made me sort of appreciate a lot more where we actually stay in the country.
Scotland's actually has amazing views. I've seen like a couple of my friends. We mentioned Instagram earlier, but a couple of my mates actually go around Scotland and like put pictures on Instagram and stuff like that of where they've been and throughout Scotland. And honestly, it's amazing. Like one of them actually has like a job, I think, doing it now. And like you see his drone shots over mountains, and like it's honestly amazing. Such an amazing place. Especially
in the islands as well.
Yeah.
Sort of towards Shetland and Orkney and all that.
I've not went there though. But I guess that's the point of this podcast. I'm uneducated. So.
I think it's very good as well, especially when you're from sort of a highly urbanised area and you're naturally around a lot of folk, whether it's from the place you work, your education, if you go to uni or school, things like that, if you go to certain clubs or societies, gyms, I think it's a very good sort of mechanism of depressurising and allowing yourself to look at things from afar, both literally and metaphorically, in that obviously you're now in a rural area, but you can then dissipate your thoughts with other people with like little resonance, like being judged or anything like that.
Yeah, I can see where you come from on that. Because like you do get away from like all the city, like the hustle of the city, like always thinking that, oh yeah, I have to go into the next task I have to do, with all your chores piling up. So like, you know, you go down to the out of the city for a bit, relax, maybe like just even if it's like camping or whatever, you can just get away from it all, take that moment, sit down, relax, and just chill out for a moment without anything else hitting your mind.
Yeah.
So I can see where that comes from.
I also think sort of like in the society that we live today, everything's a bit crammed.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's all sort of hustle, do this, do that. We really don't, well, I feel anyway, we really don't give much time to sort of yourself and go and isolate yourself from everyone.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people would view in a negative way, to sort of isolate yourself from everyone, but I actually think it's sort of needed at times, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
I like being loner too.
Yeah. The loner life. What message is this going to bring across to the listeners? Yep, everyone, lock yourself in a cage outside
All the individuals who like being individuals, man. That's what I'm going for. Right? Nah. But even if you are isolating yourself, you can isolate yourself with the people that you care for, or the people that you would enjoy isolating yourself with.
Yeah.
You can take a book out there, or like you can listen. You can. That's the same thing when you're walking through the city. You put earphones in.
Yeah.
Right. You kind of isolate yourself, but it relaxes you.
Mm-hmm.
You're like into your own bubble again, your own social space.
Yeah, that's mentally, that's not quite physically.
But this
it's
is
not
like
quite to
going,
the same capacity.
But
Yeah.
to like going outside though, like outdoors and isolating yourself away, it does like give you the same mentality, but you're also getting the physical benefit of it, and you could see more into that, I guess.
Yeah. Next point, don't really know.
Don't really know. That's how it is. That's an educate podcast.
Nah, I was just sort of looking at some of the benefits that you get from sort of outdoor activities, whether it's just walking in the country or if you're camping or sort of going to visit the views, and some of them are actually, they're quite good. Like one of them is, it's very good for meditating and de-stressing. It gives you an opportunity to reflect about things, or even still just completely zone out and not think about anything at all.
I guess that comes back to the isolating as well. So the thing is, like, with outdoors you can take almost anything with you as well. Like, for instance, like just things like books, audiobooks like people do now, or like toys if you're going with your family to like go outdoors as well. You can take frisbees, whatever. So you can like theme how you're going outside, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like if you want to stay isolated, if you want to stay like to your own personal style,
Yeah.
or if you want to go with your family, hang out, or friends, or whatever, you can have a great time like exploring something or something new. So I guess like I get the meditation aspect, that or that you get that kind of feeling of relaxation while also getting to do so many different things, like having the ability to do so many different things while being away from your usual stressful environments.
Yeah, it's like you can sort of create your own atmosphere out of literally nothing. You're literally using what's around you to create your own atmosphere to escape from whatever it is that you're going to do.
Absolutely.
I've also read in a few places that connecting with sort of nature actually enhances your creativity. So like you're more able to get new fresh ideas, increase your curiosity, and sort of become more flexible in the way that you think. What's your thoughts on that?
I guess that links back to your meditation thing as well a bit, like with being able to like bend your thinking a bit. When you relax, like when I do it personally, or whatever, then you feel like when you're interacting with someone next time, whatever, you're more flexible in your thoughts. Like you took that time to relax, get your thoughts in order, and then like when you're in hitting another stressful environment, you kind of feel more flexible. You've thought about it, an environment that you've thought about before, and you can kind of get like a peaceful version of hitting that. So I guess I can see where that comes from, but at the same time, you like to get that same effect, you'd also have to do it regularly, I imagine.
Yeah.
So like it's not going to be like a one-off thing, like going out.
You're not just going to go out and explore.
Come back, you're just like you're a totally different person.
Yeah.
You just be changed with another guy who's like a much happier version of yourself. And
well, you've known that I've been doing it quite a lot recently. Actually like does really help sort of how you think.
Like when we went on a walk as well, like it gives you a chance to like talk. Like when we went together, it gives us a chance to talk, to become like closer in terms of like friendships.
Yeah.
Because we do have a lot to talk about just for our daily lives, working, having such different lives as well, like different subjects of study.
Yeah, on the space of like 3 hours as well.
Yeah,
a long time to fill a conversation.
And plus, like
managed it pretty naturally.
And then there's just like even when we walked silently, or like jumping over like whatever puddles and all that there were, or like the mud, sloppy mud piles or whatever, we just jump over it. Yeah, decking it. That wasn't a pleasant. That's why my legs still hurt.
That is a disadvantage of going outdoors. You deck it.
You deck it.
Yeah.
You deck it. The outdoors, the worst place for decking.
Although, I'm sure a big aspect of this that we need to consider is that we're both able-bodied people, and it's pretty necessary to consider the experience that disabled people may or may not have if they were to go out and do the exact same thing. Obviously, locally,
Yeah.
going to visit the reservoirs and the hills and all of that, they probably won't be able to do. If you're a wheelchair user and all that, you won't be able to, because the paths are so narrow at points. It's just not quite there.
There's that as well. If like if you are a wheelchair user, you need someone else always with you, so they might not get the same isolation benefits that able-bodied people will get.
Yeah.
Plus, there's also like I said, like it's not going to be easy for a wheelchair person to go the hiking the route that we did.
Yeah.
It's frankly going to be impossible. Are there tools for that? Like I'm not aware of any.
Yeah.
So like I am curious to see like how they would manage it.
Yeah.
Like I know for a fact that some like people in wheelchairs like going outdoors, but where they go and everything like that, the things they consider for it is just going to be like so different to us.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard for us to imagine.
Well, I know that they can access places such as like Luss, Riverdale, and sort of for the views.
Yeah.
Places like for the Insta.
For the Insta, yeah,
No,
they get good Insta. Yeah.
But sort of like climbing things and all of that obviously isn't very accessible. But you get like the hostels and all that in those sorts of places as well. And if you go up to sort of Shetland and Orkney and all that, you can get the cottages there. So in terms of like going to country places, like if it was, don't know, the Kelpies you're going to see, or if it was like Luss or Riverdale, as I mentioned,
Yeah.
anyone can travel there. You just need
That's
a car, or you could use some sort of public transport. Everyone would be able to get there and see those sort of views. But locally is just a bit different.
Yeah, I think locally that's like a huge thing. Locally gives you a different environment towards like obviously if you go locally like we did, you feel like you can go anytime.
Yeah.
And I kind of like also like it gives you a de-stressing thought that hey, if I am feeling a lot of stress,
yeah, you've
I can just go.
You've got that quick, sharp decision. You can go right out. Well, I can just get away from it straight away.
Yeah, well, wheelchair users will have to accommodate so many more different things. Like even if it's sunny, sunny day, they'll have to consider if they'll have to go that far to go to a place that they can relax.
Yeah.
Like I know like there's camper vans and all that as well. I know like there's cars that disabled people might be able to take, but like once again that's such a huge amount of effort for someone like that. Like I'm not sure if there's anything that they would do to overcome that.
Yeah.
But I imagine that they would do have a way of getting there to like even if it's locally. I hope, but. Once again, they're not going to get the same isolation benefits that of like de-stressing themselves.
Yeah, so
from
very
doing
much
that. It's just going to be
a completely different
yeah.
sort of method.
Yeah, they might need another type of method other than outdoors as well to relax, because it's going to like all these things might just add more stress to them. So that is a difficult topic, like because obviously we don't have like someone here that's experienced in being outdoor or like loving the outdoors while also being disabled at any point in their lives. And plus there's also so many different types of disabilities as well. Like for instance, like if we go out, like even go out, we love the seeing nature. A blind person will not get that same benefit. If we go out and we love the sound of birds or crickets, whatever, when we head
nature,
out there, a deaf person might not get that.
Exactly.
So and then there's also the terms. Then there's like the point of like losing limbs or like not being able to move as a fully able to human would.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, I completely get what you're saying. That's very restricted. What we're sort of talking about just now.
Yeah, so it's like, and there's also like mentally disabled people as well.
Yeah.
Would they, like they might have a totally different outlook to the outdoors than we do.
Yeah.
Maybe they get more relaxed, which would be great.
Yeah.
But then maybe that the outdoors might just stress them so much more that they isolate themselves in their room again. Like maybe it's depression or. Something like that, or like it can be like autism where you just have like unexpected reactions to like different things, but those things will keep giving you that reaction, so you might have to avoid maybe the outdoors, or maybe that the outdoors is the one thing that calms you. So like
there are sort of autistic folk that like loud noises and sort of all that triggers
Like, yeah.
very negative reactions from them. So I'm sure exploring outdoors would be quite beneficial for them.
Yeah.
It's a good way.
That'd be great as well. Next point.
Next point. That was all the points I actually had. We could talk about sort of the life skills that you get through camping if you're outdoors.
Yeah.
So obviously you need your own tent.
Mm.
You need to sort of make your own food, like light
Yeah.
a fire and all that. It's like good life skills.
Yeah, like when we were walking, like I'm the one that brought up camping when we were walking, saying like I want to do it.
Yeah.
Obviously, you turned around and said, "Wait, have you ever done it before?"
Have
To which I
you-
said, "Nah."
Have you
I've never
ever
done
camped
it
before?
Yeah, so that actually brings up another question as well. Like, I feel like I want to go camping,
Yeah.
but because I've never went or experienced camping, does that mean I actually want to go camping, or to my own image of what camping might be?
Yeah.
Would that be-
I think it's quite a lot of effort actually to
Yeah.
sit and go camping.
So like,
You might end
Yeah.
up researching what you sort of need and then go, fuck,
Well, yeah.
not really into this anymore.
yeah, but then like the feeling of like cooking for yourself in that isolated environment,
Yeah.
away from everyone, not in terms of that you're like abroad somewhere and you can't like meet your family or whenever or anything, but that getting that putting up your own tent, that part of fitness, and I know like people that love the outdoors might enjoy putting up their own tent, which would be like it's a pain in the butt. Like overall, like I imagine it to be a pain in the
But
butt.
yeah, it'll be such
but
a chore.
but I imagine it will also be like worth it in the end when you get it up.
Yeah, sort
The
of
that
rewarding.
satisfactory feeling,
Yeah.
and then just being able to like pull up a chair or whatever you brought, and maybe just sit down, read a book, enjoying the views, or like cooking for yourself or whatever. All those like I think camping is like rather than those minor kind of negative aspects that build it. I think is the actual positive, the end result, and like the small satisfaction that you get from doing these activities or getting the rewards from those activities that build up the greatness of camping.
Yeah.
So I guess that could be like that's my own personal image of it right now. Obviously I haven't went, but I'm intending to actually get a tent together.
Absolutely.
And go.
We'll give you an update
I'll
on
give-
this camping adventure whenever this happens.
Yeah, I'll give an update and you can see how bad things went.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in a future podcast at some point.
Like a bear just runs into my tent. Probably mauls me, but I'll come back. I'll come back and let you know.
Sorry guys, Abs is missing in action. No, I suppose another part of camping as well that I'd absolutely love to do is if you sort of switch off your phone and all that and you go to bed and you get up during the middle of the night and you look at the sky, like see the night sky. If you've looked at sort of images on Google or whatever, or if you've spoken to people who have actually went and done that themselves, the views that they describe. So obviously you can't take pictures of it because that's going to cause light pollution and you won't see the stars. But the way they sort of depict it and describe it,
it's amazing. Yeah,
seems absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, because like obviously like when you're in a city you're not gonna see those stars.
Yeah.
All like on the odd nights that you like
yeah.
sometimes see a bit more, you're still going to like not see the full image.
Yeah.
And like when you see a picture online, like usually like they won't be as good a quality of what you can personally see through your own eyes.
It won't do it justice at all.
It won't do it justice. Yeah. So like those pictures, like when I'm looking at them, I know they amaze me. Like I love looking at them. But then I realise that's not all there is.
Yeah, that's
There's
maybe
more.
like 25% of what's actually there.
That's not like a 360 like view of it, or like that's not like whatever.
We'll just get someone on Facebook to convert their image to the 360 view, and there you go. That's you.
No, yeah, we could do that, but we're still going to reach into the same problem. That doesn't solve anything. We're not getting like the high resolution human eyes.
I'm taking the piss.
Yeah. Like our eyes got all those pixels to the right aspect. But
4K view.
Yeah, but that's the main thing. Like getting up at night, or even seeing the sunset or something like that.
Yeah, sunset, sunrise as
sunset.
well.
Yeah, So I imagine all those things would be like amazing, especially in like the different locations that you'd go. Like there's mountain camping, there's like the grass fields or whatever like that, plains, and there's like rocky places that you can go camping as well. So you can see like the different like hill formations or whatever, and seeing the sunrise through there or whatever, it might be more amazing. Like seeing it through the reflection of a huge lake maybe that you're next to. Like there's so much, and each of these might contain their own atmosphere for you, which you love more than others. Like maybe in like plains and all that there might be more bugs or something, so you'll prefer more rocky areas.
Oh yeah, don't let the bed bugs bite.
Yeah. So like they might love like the rocky area in comparison, but the rocky area might be too hard, so another person might like the plain area.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Also as well, you need to remember there's some places that you can see like the Northern Lights and stuff like that.
That'd be nice. Yeah, that's right. That's a good
point.
point. That'd be great. Plus Scotland has such like amazing like I've seen some images, like I can't pull names at the top of my head, but I've seen some images of those like amazing locations. So like I've always like wanted to go on a road trip just around Scotland.
Yeah.
Just because like I know for a fact there's such great views.
I know a couple of folk that have done that. They've done road tripping. It looks so
a road
class.
trip looks amazing because there's so many restaurants and stuff like that. Like it might be expensive in terms of fuel and stuff, but in terms of just
probably
like,
eating and all that because it's so remote.
But it would be amazing. Like overall, it would be such a rewarding experience.
Yeah.
And when you get all these views, you get all that Instagram view,
all the Insta likes and all that. Yeah,
or parents commenting on your Facebook posts, whatever, right?
Just be like, love heart emojis are flying in.
Yeah, so you get all those like such amazing like views, and I just imagine it'll be amazing. Like it's not something you can put into like that kind of beauty you can't put into words.
Yeah, you can't convey it at all.
Yeah. Like it's like a picture. Like some people say, like a picture like portrays like so many words.
Yeah.
But that words those words still have a limit to themselves.
Yeah, you're just sort of you're stopped for words. You don't know what to say.
Sometimes you just have to be there.
Yeah.
And then there's like the other places like throughout the world, even without Scotland. Like the reason, like one of the reasons I wanted to go camping in the first place, I'm not going to lie, was because I watched an anime on camping.
There we go.
I never thought about it too much beforehand.
For those of you that don't know, Abs is a huge anime fanatic.
I'm a weeb. But like I've watched anime on camping. Like there's a couple of them as well. Like anime on camping. There's one on the outdoors, like going to the Antarctic and stuff like that. Like both right. But the thing is that it was so amazing, like how you saw like the different personalities of the characters, what they preferred in camping, and like how they like got the items, how they eventually like got addicted to camping on almost a way. And like you see, like the thing with this anime is like one of the reasons it's famous in Japan, like is used for a lot for tourism now, is that because it fully it represented really well like the locations that these characters went. So like obviously like you were seeing it through drawings and stuff like that, which may or may not like portray more than images might. But you're seeing this animation, you're seeing how what each of the characters did through it, like how they made food or whatever while they're there, how they explored like the location, and overall you see like so many great camping spots in Japan.
Yeah.
Now I know like America has its own versions of like TV shows and stuff like that, which also like explore all of America.
Yeah.
In that kind of the same kind of format. So I know like there's so many different like beautiful places in the world that you can just walk about outdoors. But there's also like horrible places where you don't want to ever go. like I can't
uncharted territory.
Uncharted territory.
Ever want to go there.
You just see Bill Gates going somewhere, you're just like, nah mate, nah mate, stop, please. Like why are you doing this to yourself? But I guess that's where the love of outdoors comes from. Like you go out once or twice and then you get addicted.
Yeah, you
get addicted.
You can't stop going.
Yeah, you love it. It becomes like a distress thing, but other people obviously might like you have the opposite reaction.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I go outdoors, it might relax me more than staying indoors and isolating myself.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I can go outdoors.
Me.
Yeah. Going outdoors and isolating myself in like such beautiful locations would be amazing. Like I still have to do it myself.
Yeah.
But
we've briefly done
it. Yeah. That 3 hour
period.
We've
tipped our toes in the water, so to say.
Yeah. Once I get in, watch out for the floor. You might get dicked.
Yeah. So to conclude, is the great outdoors a lot of shit? No,
No,
apparently not. We don't think so.
We don't think so. We think it's actually relatively interesting. Like the different views, the benefits of it, like far outweigh the negatives. Otherwise, other than cost or like money and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but your own benefit of getting your mental health back up, or like getting your composure together,
Yeah.
or like getting that sense of enjoyment and fulfillment from it.
I thought it's even just
Yeah.
go like the experience of going for the adventure and seeing
Yeah.
somewhere completely new that you've not been before. To say
Yeah.
that you've been
You
there,
went.
you've done that.
Yeah, you're experiencing a part that of your life that you can tell other people, like tell your kids, like, or whatever, or your family that, hey, I went to that place, and I think if we go, or like you can bring them as well.
Yeah.
I think if we go, or like I advise you to go. It's such a great time.
Yeah, good
I think
memories, good times.
The outdoors is such like so many people love it in the world, right? They love the outdoors, and that sense of unity that you can get from like having the same interest with someone else. Like, I think if you love the outdoors, you might have more of that. Like, even if you're isolating yourself to go outdoors, I feel like when you come back and talk about it to other people, or like express your love for the outdoors,
Yeah.
you'll have a much closer connection to them as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you'll build up a better.
bond.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it brings a different type of bond together, especially because so many humans love the outdoor.
Yeah, definitely. And on that note, Abs, I think that's time to finish the podcast.
That works. That was a great topic. Yeah.
We will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.
Yeah. If you have any suggestions for what we can talk about, like the topics are totally random.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
this has been a complete, absolute random rabble.
Choice.
Yeah.
So right now we're working off a list of whatever we're going to do, but if you have a suggestion and we're interested, we'll undoubtedly hit that, because every topic that we pick, we don't know anything about.
Yeah,
I
we
would hope for
literally,
this.
we're just
Yeah.
spewing
We're just
whatever's
spewing
on our
whatever
head.
trash comes out of our mouth.
Yeah.
Like, I could use any other word there, but trash is probably the better item.
Keeping
But
it
yeah.
PC.
So please do, like, listen in, give us a topic that you want, that we're probably not educated in. Like, you can be a total guess, or maybe one of us is more educated than the other end.
Yeah.
And then that could be an interesting dynamic as well. So please do let us know through our comments, or about what we can actually do. And thank you for listening.
Cheers.